Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and it's time for a weekly reading vlog. Alright, so I actually did not put up a vlog last week just because I was mostly driving everywhere, and so I didn't vlog very much. I vlogged maybe 2 or 3 days and it was just boring, and we're just gonna move on with that, and that's fine. I am working on a new schedule for September, which I think is going to include 3 videos a week and then also a 4th weekly read-in live stream. So basically we'll get on for an hour or 2 and read books, because I have a lot of books on my September TBR and I need some motivation, and sometimes just kind of getting on and basically watching people, watching me read. There you go. People watching me read it. That's what I'm trying to say. That will give me some motivation, because there are some chunkers on this month's TBR, which you will have already seen because TBR up there. You should watch it. So it's Monday evening. I'm home from work. My nose is really red. I didn't notice that. I think it's partially my light, but oh well. Anyways, that's besides the point. So currently I am reading The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. This is the 2nd book in the Poppy War series. This is something that was in my September TBR, but here's the thing. On the 29th, which is so Saturday, I finished my 16th book of August. And I was kind of done. Not with reading per se, but in just trying to complete books, because it was one after another after another after another, and I just kind of wanted to sink myself into something that was big and that I could take my time in. So because this was on my September TBR, now granted I was going to read it anyway, let's be honest, and I filmed my TBR, I know this one came onto it, so I was I'm just going to start early, because I know I won't finish it obviously by the end of today, in 2 days. This is definitely not going to happen. But I am really, really loving it so far. You can hear Sasha in the background. It's cool. Anyways, I am really enjoying this, and Rena's just really badass. But she's not one of those characters that is a positive, happy-go-lucky character. I mean, she starts out the book on a drug addiction. So that's just, I mean, I don't want to say it's relatable. It's but it's nice and refreshing to see someone who's not this perky-go-lucky, happy-go-lucky chosen one, because it kind of takes that trope and turns it on its head. Rebecca was in a Instagram live that I actually missed. I think it was, I can't remember, Saturday or Sunday, but she did confirm that Ren is bi, which is so cool. So I just started part 2 of this, which is 175 pages in. So actually pretty good for 2 days. This is reading super fast. I started reading it physically yesterday, and then I listened to a little bit on audio today, and yeah, really enjoying that. So that's basically all I've got. I am starting Across the Green Grass Fields tomorrow. I am buddy reading that with Becky from Coffee, Cocktails, and Books. And yeah, that's my reading. So I'm gonna go edit a video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, the lighting is super bad in here, but we're just gonna go with it, because I'm gonna unbox my dinnerly stuff and talk, because it's Wednesday, and that's what we do on Wednesdays. Do you have book mail? I got the paperback version of Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab. I just actually read this last month and really, really loved it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. It says it has photos and a note from the author. Where are the photos? Read on for exclusive content. I am super excited about her other one, Bridge of Souls, which is the 3rd one in the trilogy, because it takes place in New Orleans. Is there chapter 1? There is chapter 1 of Bridge of Souls in this. I think it comes back out in March, if I can remember. Oh, it's a bunch of pictures of the catacombs and the graves and stuff like that. That's really cool. Anyway, I read this last month, and I could have gotten the hardcover version, but I had the paperback of City of Ghost, and so I figured I just want the paperback versions of these, because A, they're a whole lot cheaper. I think it was $7. So I got that. So let's talk about reading, because that's a booktube channel, and that's what we do on this channel. So I'm reading 2 books. I am reading The Dragon Republic, which is the second book in the Puppy War, and I'm really, really loving it. I'm kind of going back and forth between reading it physically and reading it audibly. You know, why not? And really, really loving it. I'm kind of loving the conversation about religion, but I did kind of have to laugh at the conversation of, like, when they're having the discussion about, like, the one monotheistic god or, like, the polytheistic gods that she believes in, and they were talking about the clock. And if you see a clock on the, or a watch on the ground, and you know, what do you automatically assume? Well, that there was a maker. And growing up Southern Baptist and non-denominational, like, that argument was made so many forking times. So I just kind of had to laugh, and it was a little bit painful to remember that. So we love that for me. I grew up very religious. I'm not so much anymore. Anyway, so that's I'm not going to have a discussion about this, though, because it's not really important. Anyways, I feel there's somebody at my door. Yeah, so I'm reading that, really, really loving it, and having a good time. I'm about, what am I on, chapter, I think it was like chapter 17, but I think it still says I have like 12 hours left of the audio, so it's a big book. Okay, and then last night I did start Across the Green can't speak. I started Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna McGuire. This is the book that I'm buddy reading with Becky from Coffee, Cocktails, and Books, and I'll have her channel linked down below. And that one is really interesting too. I got about 25% of the way through, only reading for about 45 minutes, which was great, which means that I can definitely, like, probably finish it tonight if all goes according to plan. My plan for tonight is to basically not turn the TV on. That's the goal, and that's what we've discussed. I'm not usually in control of said TV, though, so we'll see how that happens. But I've been, like, bugging Derek to read this book. A book that I got him. And it's taken him forever. It's like a 300-page book. So, and he says he's a big reader, so it was like, but it's taken you 3 weeks to read this book, and you're like 50 pages into it, because he just doesn't, like, actually sit down and read. So I'm kind of like, hey, we should sit down and read and not turn the TV on. We were going to do it last night, but the basketball game was last night. But the Jazz lost, and I'm upset about it, but we don't have anything to watch now. So, I mean, it's like pressing. We have Netflix or whatever. But anyway, it was just, you know, my idea to not turn on the TV tonight. So if I could do that, that would be great, and I could just finish this book tonight, which would be really fun. I'm super distracted today, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's talk about what that book is. So this is the 6th book in the Wayward Children series. This is technically another jumping off point where you could start the series, and I'm just getting to the part where she's finding her door. I really, really love it because it's an intersex character, so that, like, conversation was really interesting, and, like, trying to, like, figure out who she is, and she was getting bullied, and it was just, like, heartbreaking. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to like the kind of jumping off point. The parts I like are when the books intersect and when you see other characters from other books. So I don't, like, that's the one probably negative thing I have about In an Absent Dream, is that it's not connected to any of the other books. So I don't know. But so far I'm really liking Reagan. She's a really cute girl. She's like 10, I think, and she starts out as 7, and then she's 10. I don't know. That's what I've got going on. Just finishing unpacking this box, and sorry, soy sauce. Ooh, I'm so excited about this week's meals, not gonna lie. We have broccoli ravioli, or like ravioli with, what's it called? Ravioli primavera or something like that, with broccoli and veggies. And then there is a sticky chicken, like a chicken masala, I don't know, some sort of chicken and rice that I think is Indian. potentially. I'm not sure. That's the one that my sister and I are going to cook together, I think Saturday. And then we got eggplant parmesan. So I'm excited about that. But yeah. So those are the 2 books that I'm reading right now. And that's pretty much all I've got. I'll talk to you later. I'm super, like, I don't know. I feel like kind of out of it today. I've had a headache. I've had period cramps. It hasn't been a great day. I didn't sleep well last night. I was just very restless. And I had, like, stressful dreams. Like, they weren't... I don't normally remember my dreams. Dogs are barking, which means... Derek must be home. I don't really remember my dreams, at least not in detail. But I can remember the feeling that I get around them. So I had like this very stressful dream about like traveling and like forgetting everything. So that's fun. I woke up just very stressed. So because of that, I've just been off all day. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, hello, happy Thursday. I ended up having a great reading night last night, and it was just so nice and relaxing and peaceful. I didn't turn on my camera, I didn't do any type of vlogging or anything like that, but it was just so nice and relaxing, and then I was able to work like so much more productively today, and like I worked a 10-hour day without any complaints, which has not happened lately. So it was really nice. It's a nice mental reset. I ended up finishing Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna McGuire, and I'm only giving it 3 stars. It's definitely not my favorite of the series. I really liked the intersex character like I was talking about yesterday, but unfortunately I just felt like the stakes were so low. And one of the things that, and I think I might have talked about this already, but one of the things that I love about those books is how they all interconnect. And I don't know, this one just felt like a filler episode. Like, you know, when you have those shows and then you're like, yep, that was definitely a filler episode. That's just kind of what it felt like. So it's a little disappointing. But I think if you're like a diehard fan of the series, like, you'll still love it. I haven't been following this series for a long time. Yes, I like some of the books, but like, I've only given some of them 3, like half of them now, 3 stars. So it's not... like, don't take this as a, like, don't read this new book coming out. Please don't do that. I have an unboxing. I kind of forgot about this. So Penguin Random House was doing a thing where you could get, like, a mystery gift box. And, sorry, you're going to hear Sasha probably. But, it was basically, like, books and stuff. And I can't remember the price. It was pretty cheap. And I ended up getting the fantasy one, which is not the original one I wanted. But it's the one I ended up getting. And I may have peeked at what the books were, because they sent the invoice, or there was like the shipping notification that like had the books. And it was weird. And I'm a little disappointed with one of them, but that's okay. We will talk about it. But let's unbox it. Okie dokie. So, this is the one that I was, and I'm kind of even more upset it's mass paperback. That's, or mass market. That's disappointing. Okay, so the first one was Red Sister by Mark Lawrence, which is the first book in the Ancestor series. The reason I'm a little bit upset, it's mass market. Like, that's meh. But Mark Lawrence has kind of come across as being a problematic author in recent months, especially surrounding V. Schwab. And so this is one that like originally I was really interested in picking up, but when that came out I was just like, maybe not. So when I saw this was on the shipping notification, I was a little disappointed. But the other 2 were sounded really interesting, so we'll talk about that. Before we do that, there were 3 pins in here. Okay, so the first one, I don't know what these are from. So this one, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe if I take it out of the plastic. I do love pins. I like to put them on my bag that I use at BookCon, which, you know, don't know when that's going to happen again, but... Alright, so this one says Bookworm. It's got like a dragon on it. Oh, there we go. I guess it would help if I like put it the correct way. Well, I'm good. I can do unboxings. This is why we don't do subscription boxes on my channel. Because I suck at them. I don't know what this is from, but it's like this blue book that says Ace on it. If you know what this is from, let me know. Because your girl doesn't know. And then... Okay, Tales of Pell. It's just, it's like a D20 dice, and it says, it's 1, and then it says kill the farm boy. And I know that's from something, but I can't think of what it is right now. So, 20 points if you can figure it out and tell me in the comments. So, this was City of Stars by Robert Jackson Bennett. That name sounds familiar. So, this is... The city of Bulakov once wielded the powers of the gods to conquer the world, enslaving and brutalizing millions, until its divine protectors were killed. Now Bulakov's history has been censored and erased, its citizens subjugated. But the surreal landscape of the city itself, forever altered by the thousands of miracles its guardians once worked upon it, stands as a haunting reminder of its former supremacy. Into this broken city steps Sharativani. Officially, the unassuming young woman is just another junior diplomat sent by Bulakov's oppressors. Unofficially, she is one of her country's most accomplished spies, dispatched along with her terrifying secretary to solve a murder. But as Shara pursues the killer, she starts to suspect that the beings who ruled this terrible place may not be as dead as they seem, and Bulakov's cruel reign may not be over. A tale of vast conspiracies, dead gods, and buried histories. City of Stairs. Did I say City of Stars? City of Stairs is at once a gripping spy novel and a stunningly original work of fantasy. That actually sounds kind of cool. I don't know about the mystery part of it, but the fantasy part of it, like political part of it. And the cover looks pretty cool. Cool. Okay. So there is that, and then this is the arc. So basically the thing was 2 books and an arc. Which is cool. Oh wait, no, there's 3 books. There's another book in here. Okay, I'll do the arc last. Oh, just kidding. It's not a book. It's a notebook. I'm okay. I'm clearly okay. Yeah, it's a notebook, but that's cool. It like looks like those Penguin Classics. Very cool. Okay, here's the arc. Alright, it is The Shadow War by Lindsay Smith. Cover looks fantastic. That is an excerpt. We don't want that. World War II is raging and 5 teens are looking to make a mark. Daniel and Rebecca seek revenge against the Nazis who slaughtered their family. Simone is determined to fight back against the oppressors who ruined her life and corrupted her girlfriend. Ooh, it's queer! Philip aims to prove that he's better than his worst mistakes, and Liam is searching for a way to control the portal to the shadow world he's uncovered. What? And the monsters that live within it, before the Nazi regime can do the same. When the 5 meet and begrudgingly team up in the forest of Germany, none of them knows what their future might hold. As they race against the time war and enemies from both this world and another, Liam, Daniel, Rebecca, Philip, and Simone know what they all can count on is their own determination and will to survive. With their world turned upside down and the shadow realm looming ominously large and threateningly close, the course of history and the very fate of humanity rests in their hands. Still, the most important question remains, will they be able to save it? In this dark and thrilling tale of power, shadow, and revenge, some prices must be paid in blood. Oh. So it looks like it comes out October of 2020. That kind of sounds fascinating. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm no longer mad because that sounds really good. I might have to add this to a TBR. Now, okay, well that's all I got for you right now. And I just got a low battery alert, so I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. happy Monday. I didn't end up vlogging. I don't think I vlogged all weekend, actually. It was kind of just a nice, relaxing weekend, and I didn't really do much, so that was a good thing. It's been nice. It's a holiday weekend, so I'm not working today, but I figured I would come in and close the vlog. I haven't really done a whole lot of reading this week, unfortunately. I mean, I have, but I'm reading a freaking tome, and I have less than 100 pages left in it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to end on a cliffhanger, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to throw out my entire TBR and, you know, read The Burning God. So that's fun. We love that for me. I go ahead and close out the vlog here. That is all I have for you. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! One night to find the answer to me. What makes this heart beat faster?